I mean, I am still really laying in bed, but I've already made my bed. I got the coffee started. I'm ready to go. My phone, my gimbal, we're back in the bedroom. So, as I do every morning, I hit the YouTube app, typed in, I think, well, not every morning, but this morning, because it's Friday morning coffee with Ken. Enabled monetization, hit next. Put the phone on the gimbal, turned the gimbal on, hit go live, and thought, hey, might be nice to lay back down in bed just for a minute. Do what some of those live shows are about, laying in bed, allowing people to watch people sleep. I don't think anyone would really want to watch me sleep. I don't know if anyone would want to watch. I mean, apparently people want to watch me talk. Can't imagine watching me sleep, thrashing about. I don't know. Maybe snoring from time to time. I don't know. Waking up, going to the bathroom. Oh, well, thank you. Third Eye Yakno liked it so much he sent me $1.99. Well, that was just the sweetest thing. I don't really know why, but thank you very much. I should lay in bed more often. Honestly, it's kind of comfy, as one would think laying in bed would be. Worked yesterday, worked last night, got home kind of late, ate some dinner, ate some ice cream, watched my documentary that I'm nibbling at every night called The Road to Pearl Harbor. Last night's episode was about the struggles we had with in Central and South America around the 1900s and the Spanish-American War and the issues the United States had with Mexico. Went to bed about 12:30. Just woke up a little bit ago. Hit live on my phone. And that brought me to this moment right here. My bed's quite comfortable. For much of this show in my time in Appleton, Wisconsin, I was sleeping on an air mattress for the first couple months that I lived in the apartment. I was hesitant to get a real mattress. I wasn't sure I wanted to commit or had the money to spend. After a couple months, I did, and must say I'm pretty pleased to have a real mattress and comforter and pillows and sheets. It's nice. But I also have a coffee maker. Hey. Oh, coffee's on you today. Well, Third Eye Yakino, I'm brewing the coffee. I mean, you keep sending $4.99 all day, but I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. But I mean, I'm brewing the coffee. I'm just kind of waiting for it to finish. And then I'll get up and we'll go in there and have some coffee. I just thought I'd start my show horizontally today. I mean, I probably could do the whole show like this without drinking coffee, talking like this, with you looking into my closet. I don't have enough in there to be too worried about. I mean, it can't be too messy. I mean, I got some boxes I still haven't totally unpacked, but yeah. Well, let's get up though. Oh, gotta get out of bed, get started, get my coffee. I don't wanna fight no more. I wish I knew the words to the song. I was at a coffee shop yesterday morning, and I usually, if I find a song I like, I usually drive it really into the ground. And a few years ago, I came across a song called Peace by the group OAR. And if anyone's out there that hasn't heard it, I'd look it up and play it a couple times. It's really a beautiful song. I'm not totally sure what it's about. I think it's probably a relationship with a guy has with somebody else or with himself, and just deciding what he wants out of life. And I don't know, it's a pretty song. It touches me. And I heard it at the coffee shop, and hadn't heard it in a couple of years, and played it a whole bunch yesterday, and I have it going through my mind right now, and don't exactly know all the words. I mean, when I say I don't exactly know all the words, honestly, I don't even slightly know all the words. But it's a good song. It's kind of pretty out today. Look at this. Wait, hold on here. I gotta shut my cabinet. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like we just had a storm come through a little bit ago. Looks like the kind of weather that it's probably chilly outside. And that gets me excited, thinking the weather's changing and it's getting cold out. Or almost to fall. Hey Ken, I just started a new job as a software engineer, feeling like it's way over my head. How do you overcome hurdles? Oh God. Well, expect them to be there, and I appreciate you even saying it. You're gonna come across hurdles, so don't be surprised. I think I don't know about embrace, but don't be surprised that you're having some struggles at a new job, especially something, I don't know, that sounds really hard, like I don't know, a software engineer. Holy crap. Hold on here. Didn't work, okay. Here we go. So first of all, expect the hurdles, because they're gonna come no matter what you're doing in life, or what job you have, or what relationship you have, or what bill you're having to pay. You're always gonna be surprised by something. It's gonna come along your path, and you're gonna have to hop over that hurdle. Move forward with faith, I think. And I appreciate you asking, because I have 2 jobs right now, and I'm struggling with the second, and not always sure how to proceed. I'm still not sure how to proceed, but keep moving forward. Have faith that it'll work out okay. And I know I wish I had a better answer for you, but that's all I got right now. So anyway, hold on here. Let's see. Let's light this candle because it's getting dark. 'Tis the season. Maybe pop this little back further. Just put that between you and I. Look at that fire. Finished off a candle the other day. Usually when I get home from work, I take a hot bath, clean up before I go to bed, and and bring a candle in there. My candle lit for a second, and then I walked away and it was out. And I go, what's going on? I mean, I knew the candle was low, so I knew what might be going on. But either way, the candle was done. And I was a little excited to bring out another one, have another filled candle. I have excess candles and excess coffee in my house. I guess I'm fairly well known, and I'm probably easy to shop for. If you're looking to buy me something, candles and coffee's always good. So I have a few of them. I have backup supply. Oh yes, I do. Hi from India. Can you please give me a hi? Well, I just did. You didn't even have to ask for it. I gave you the hi from my soul, not because you asked, because I wanted to. Well, let me take a swig of this. Oh. But anyway, good morning. No, I have not applied for a radio job. I'm not going to apply for any radio job. I was just about to do my intro, by the way. So you guys got to hold the questions for a second. I'm not going to apply for any radio job. I'm not going to get on Match.com. If there is stuff's finding me faster than I can keep up with it right now, honestly. And I had some guy at work say, hey, we could use you at my business yesterday. And I go, honestly, I got 2 jobs and I'm struggling keeping up with them. Not saying I'd say no to any opportunity, but I'm just not chasing stuff or searching out too aggressively for stuff. I almost have more on my plate than I can handle right now, just with the 2 jobs I have and some opportunities that are available to me, and trying to have more active role with my little ones right now. So, but I appreciate it. And if anybody wants to hire me and has a radio DJ job or a voiceover something, let me know. Let me know. This is my voice. If you like it, it is possibly for sale under the right situation. But anyway, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Friday morning, September 5th. It is 6:57 a.m. Happy Friday. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life, kind of sharing the adventure that is life. I've always had an active mind. I wake up with lots of thoughts, wondering what the heck's going on. Am I going the right direction? Am I doing the right things? Gosh, my body's tired. Boy, the bed looks comfortable. What a pretty sky we have. I wonder what coffee I'm gonna pick. This is how my brain works, and it's just bouncing all over the place. And for some reason, I find letting it out a little bit kind of relaxing for me. And so I let it out every morning doing this show, Coffee with Ken, and I've done it for just over 6 years now. Somebody said, I've been following you for a while now, but tell me, when's your birthday? You feel like it's something you should celebrate properly with me. Well, John's Adventure, you missed it. It was a month ago. It was August 7th. It still is August 7th. I'm sure I celebrated it in grand style on my show. I'm sure it was acknowledged. I'm sure some people knew about it, but it was a month ago, so it's August 7th. You'll have to hang out around till next August. Celebrate it then. It will be a great show. Good morning, Sailor Moon. And again, for those that have been watching a while, I like to, hey, maybe I'm one for routines. For a man that seems pretty random, I think I like to follow routines. So I have an intro I like to do and get through. And I'm about to get through it with you. So bear with me. For those that have been watching a while, you know It's not just a show about me talking. You know, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, under the flickering light of this candle, I have a hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I am so excited to have my first sip. I mean, honestly, I don't feel very excited about anything. I'm not down at all. I'm just kind of maybe didn't get enough sleep. My feet are sore. I'm doing okay. But to say I am so excited. Okay, hold on. I got to get reset. Thank you, Lord, for the sleep I got last night. Thank you, Lord, for the beautiful apartment I have, my 4 beautiful kids, the job I get to go to later today, the upcoming weekend, the love in my heart, and all the kind people I know. So as I was saying, I am so excited to have my first sip, and my hope is whatever you're doing and wherever you are, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Just us. Almost could doze off into my coffee. That would hurt. Oh. It's the Starbucks pumpkin spice. If you guys watch, you know I have lots of coffees in there. And I'm trying to, I don't know if the term is winnow it down, but I mean, I got like 8, 9, 10 bags of different coffees in there, and that's just too much for one guy. And I'm trying to finish off bags of coffee so I can just have it down to 2 or 3 of my favorites. So every morning I don't wake up and go, ugh. I mean, I'm almost tempted to throw some out, but that seems silly. Like, there's a perfectly good bag of Dunkin' Donuts French vanilla in there that I almost opened up today, and I go, why am I going to use this? I want the pumpkin spice. Why would I drink the French vanilla? Again, these are the things that go through my head. John Roberts says, you love anything pumpkin. I'll tell you what, pumpkin spice is nice coffee. Pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts are nice Pop-Tarts. Pumpkin pie is damn good. You know, you wouldn't think that pumpkin would be good to eat. I mean, it's this big shell. Looks like 2 turtles that are mating if they were painted orange. That was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah. And there's goop inside and the seeds. Even the seeds are nice. Good morning, Schliebel. Did I say good morning to you, Opal? But I'll tell you what, yeah, pumpkin spice coffee's good. I saw some bags of cinnamon dolce coffee, which is really one of my favorite all times. But I didn't buy it probably because it wasn't on sale. And also because I have an embarrassing riches of coffee in there that I'm trying to winnow down to just a couple of my favorite. Somebody says it looks like it's going to rain there today. I didn't check the weather. But it almost looks like we had, like I said, a storm coming through, and or come through, and the kind that would leave cool, crisp air at this time of the year. Somebody said they're watching from Wyoming. Who was that? Who's watching from Wyoming? Where in Wyoming are you, John Roberts? Yeah, where in Wyoming do you live? Have you been watching my show for a while? Did you watch last year when I lived in Wyoming in Yellowstone? Oh, I don't know Gillette, Wyoming, but I'm somewhat apologetic to you. Wyoming, I mean, obviously it's got beautiful, beautiful areas. But the stuff east of the mountains is pretty darn desolate. And I rode there on a scooter last year and came in from Nebraska, and it was cold and barren and desolate for the longest time in Wyoming. Yeah. So a little surprised by that. You have a lot of coal mines there. All right. You are 59. All right. Third Eye no. Says they're gay. I mean, well, first of all, thank you for the $1.99. And if you've never come out being gay before, I guess congratulations on getting it off your chest and coming to the world and telling the world that you are gay. I mean, it's not going to get you anywhere with me. Third Eye yuck, no, I'm not gay. And, I mean, I don't have a huge enough audience that it's really... But I mean, if you feel good coming out and telling the world you're gay on my show, you go right ahead. You want to send me money while you're doing it? That's even better. I'm just going to sit here and drink my coffee. John Roberts has a twin sister that's 7 minutes older. You should call her on your birthday, your 60th birthday, John, and tell her that, tease her and say that she's 60 while you're still a young, hip 59-year-old for the next 6.5 minutes. Some twins are born in different years. Wouldn't that be odd? Like if John and his sister were born on New Year's Eve right at midnight. Like his sister would be born in 1965 and he'd be born in 1966. Wouldn't that be weird? Hello, Teeter, how are you? Teeter, do you know where Gillette, Wyoming is? Let's see. How do I prepare my coffee? You mean which all ingredients do I use? I mean, I use 2 ingredients. I use water and I use ground coffee. I also use a very low-tech Mr. Coffee machine that really does most of the work for me. I put the water in the back. I put the coffee grounds in the coffee filter where the coffee filter goes. I flip the switch. And after about 9 to 12 minutes probably, my coffee is ready. Oh, Schlevel has twin little ones and says she's not going to tell him which one's older. John Roberts, are you still here? John Roberts is still here. How do you feel about that? We have a viewer who has young twins and she's not going to tell them which is older. Any thoughts? I'd have a hard time keeping secrets that aren't hugely necessary to keep. I think it's sweet, Schlevel, you got a plan. Why am I ignoring you? Because you keep asking if I have a twin. No, I do not have a twin. You almost got a job out in Gillette. Nice outfit there, but wasn't right for you. That's interesting, Gillette. I wonder what were there not enough rattlesnakes to stomp? You got rattlesnakes in Gillette, Wyoming, John Roberts. Teeter is from Montana. She's a Marlboro Red smoking cowgirl. Teeter, I don't know what you look like, but I might start calling you, instead of Marlboro Red smoking cowgirl, I might just start calling you a smoking hot cowgirl. Is that okay? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Do I have thoughts on life after death? I've lost my sister a few months ago. And I mean, I don't think about her all the time, but this is gonna sound weird. I almost feel the spirit of lost people in our lives is still around. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know what they're going through, but I almost can hear their voices, as crazy as that sounds, and lean on them for advice when I need it. Somebody says the energy is always there. I guess that might be what I'm saying. Let's see. Hello from Australia. How are you from Australia, Flynn? Oh. Brian believes I look like his thumb. You mean this part of your thumb? So you're saying I look like this? Do you have a thumb with ears and eyes? I mean, okay. I mean, I guess I'm a bald white. Well, I mean, if you're not white, your thumb won't be white. So you're saying the human head without hair, basically, looks like a thumb. Is that what you're saying? I guess that's what you're saying. It must be what you're saying. The human head looks like a thumb. I mean, that's not the most interesting observation I've ever heard, that I look like your thumb. We have somebody from Terre Haute, Indiana. Where did the Detroit Pistons used to play in Fort Wayne. I was thinking for a moment they played in Terre Haute. Somebody feels like Australia is all alone in that corner. I do too. I do too. But if you're in Australia and you're sitting at your kitchen table drinking your coffee, you don't feel like you're all alone in that corner. You'd feel like you're part of the world just like we do. We, etc. Let's see. I think I need some more coffee. So I'm gonna go get some. Do you guys wanna come with? Or do you guys just wanna watch the candle? Why in you in live do some work and earn money, bro? Oh. You guys still there? Oh, are you still there? Wow, it's dark out. It's weird, the sun, I have an eastern view and the sun usually comes rocketing through these windows and I'm roasting in sunlight and it feels kind of funny feeling it be just kind of dark. Maybe after my show I'm gonna curl back up in bed and go back to sleep. I almost need to put it on subscriber only. I'm being distracted. You know what I mean? Anyone that hasn't subscribed and wants to comment, please subscribe to my show and then chill out for a minute. I'm just getting too many comments of people coming on and just distracting me. I feel too quiet this morning. I don't feel I should deal with the distractions that come from going live. Good morning, Blue Blitz. How are you? What does Blue Blitz stand for, I wonder? Seems like a good name for like a drink or a beer, maybe. Blue Blitz 222. We have a building in Appleton, Wisconsin. That's the 222 building. It's famous as far as Appleton goes. You probably don't know it unless maybe Schlevel Knievel. Schlevel Knievel, do you know the 222 building? All right, well. You're just getting up and moving. Gotta work soon. Well, you get to work soon, Blue Blitz. What do you do for a living, Blue Blitz? That you say you gotta work soon. I wonder what you do. Let's find out more about this Blue Blitz person. Good morning, Kushbu Raiput. Well, maybe I'll just sip my coffee and ignore you guys. Oh, you clean houses. Oh. I mean, I know it feels good to clean my own house. Cleaning somebody else's house, I mean, you have a job to do. You come in and you make a house clean. You must feel productive in your job. And I wonder if it's satisfying. I know cleaning, again, my own apartment is very satisfying. But I wonder if at all there's just an endless stream of filth. No matter how much you clean, there's more filth. I know feeling productive in work makes me feel good. And again, you must feel productive. You come into a house that's messy and you make it look nice. You work for yourself. Is it satisfying for those who appreciate it and appreciate you? I bet they do appreciate you. They leave their house in shambles. You come in and you make the house clean. How much do you charge for, I don't know, how long does it take to clean an average house? Cleaning is highly satisfying. Well, John Roberts, thanks for subscribing. Hello from Afghanistan. How are you today? Is this my second or third cup of coffee? I don't know. I don't know. People often wonder why I ignore them on my stream. You gotta ask better questions. I mean, I don't know whether it's my second or third cup of coffee. Cost of gas and products are high. Let's see, a couple hours, I'm trying to raise my rates. Need to be at 45, currently at 30. For 2 hours, you only charge 45 bucks to clean a house? You charge 30 bucks for 2 hours of work? Oh, an hour, $30 an hour. Okay. Uh, yeah. I would imagine you could charge more because if you are working fairly hard in, say, 2 hours, maybe 2 hours of work, you could make a house look pretty darn good, I imagine. And you're only charging the people $60. I mean, I guess it depends where you live. I lived in the western suburbs of Chicago before I moved to Wisconsin back in February, and that was a pretty affluent area. It's funny, I sent my boss a picture. When I got home from work, I reached out to my boss and chatted with her for a little while. And I got on Facebook or something, and there was a little picture of me and my son Augie, who's now almost 4.5 years old, but he was a little baby at this time. And he was sitting on the couch staring at the TV, and we were watching sports together. But he was bald. I'm bald, and he was bald at the time. He now has hair. But it's a really cute picture, so I sent it to my boss. And she commented that it looked like we lived in a really nice house. And I guess looking back on it, we probably did. It was just a regular house in Naperville, but a regular house in Naperville, I think, is pretty nice compared to other parts of the country, I'm gonna guess. Which city do I live in? I live in Appleton, Wisconsin. Which is about 200 miles north of where I live in the suburbs of Chicago. Let's see. What time is it? We got 38 people watching. We've talked for 37 minutes, and we got 897 in the kitty. I'll tell you what, the 897 is surprising. It was by some guy, I don't know, is that guy still watching? Is that guy still watching? Some guy came out and said he was gay. I mean, he probably wasn't coming out. That wasn't probably the first time that he announced he was gay. But either way, he chose to send me money while doing it. Nina said, Naperville is super snooty. I'm curious, Nina, what do you mean by that? And I'm not hurt by it. I'm just kind of curious what you mean. Like, expensive? It kind of is. I was there on Monday. And I lived there for 16 years. And I was a realtor for 17 years in that area. And maybe I never totally fit in there. I mean, maybe I didn't. I feel real comfortable in Wisconsin. But maybe living in Naperville, like I went to the Starbucks I used to go to almost every day. And the vibe of the town, the downtown, something about it doesn't feel as intimate to me. And I'm not sure what it is. I mean, it's a bigger town. It's got 150,000 people. There's a lot of money there. But I don't know. I feel more comfortable going to a coffee shop here in Appleton than I do back in Naperville. And I've only been here a few months. Nina said, rich people attitudes, demanding rude to servers. Huh. I mean, I actually waited tables there a couple times, and I don't really remember that people were particularly rude there. Yeah. But I mean, certainly there's a fair amount of money in Naperville. Can I open the window? No, my window doesn't open. Somebody says they hope I am not offended. What would I be offended by? Oh, you say I look like I am rich. I get that a lot. I mean, I'll tell you what, I know I say it a lot, but wherever I work, I carry myself like I own the place. I worked at Target 3 years ago, and everybody at Target kind of wears the same thing. They wear a red shirt and pants, jeans usually, and it doesn't matter which I find a little strange. I think if I was the store manager or whatever they call it, I'd probably wear a tie, I think. Maybe not. But either way, they all wear the same uniform, and I guess that's why it's called a uniform, so we look a uniform. But people always thought I ran it, and I was just a stock clerk, which was kind of funny. 30 years ago, it's known as one of the friendliest places to live. Now everybody's cutting everybody off and not waiting their turn at stop signs. The town is so overcrowded and congested. I guess somebody called that progress, Nina. Where do you live, Nina Yout? You obviously know Naperville fairly well, because the downtown is fairly crowded. Yeah, 30 years ago, or I guess 40 years ago now, it was had 45,000 people. Now it's got 150. They annexed various farms south of or around the city, and that became part of the city, and built subdivision after subdivision. So it's sure grown a lot. Cloud Gaming wants to know if I'd like to join them for a cup of tea. No, I'm not going to join you for a cup of tea. But I will drink my coffee while you're drinking your tea, and welcome aboard. Thank you for joining. Fred Hinkle says Milwaukee has gone to the dumpster. Is that true, Fred Hinkle? Because sometimes I think maybe I could live in Milwaukee. I drive through it when I'm going to pick up my kids. And it's on the lake. It's on Lake Michigan, so it's got to have some coolness to it. It's a pretty big town. It's closer to my home area. Oh, you live in Downers Grove. Do you know me, Nina? There's a difference between Downers Grove and Naperville for sure. And there's a regularness to the people in Downers Grove. I think the issue with Naperville is so few people are actually from Naperville. And the city is kind of some new creation of, that didn't really exist back in time, where Downers Grove is landlocked and the people that have lived there have been there a while, and it's grittier. There's a more urban vibe and a less manufactured perfection. And Naperville's beautiful. But I grew up in Downers Grove, Nina. I went to Downers Grove North. Do you know me? Is that why you're watching? Because I'm from Downers Grove? It's quite a coincidence. Cloud Gaming says, California, New York, Florida, and Washington are consistently reported to have some of the largest homeless populations in the U.S. Oh. All right. Appreciate that little bit of data, Cloud Gaming, but we weren't really talking about that, but it's still somewhat interesting. So you moved from Naperville to Downers. I went the other way. I moved from Downers to Naperville. What do I think about India? I really don't spend much time thinking about India. I really don't. I do know it's the most populous country in the world, though. Somebody got a new job in Texas, oil fields, sand fracking. You took my advice. A coffee a day keeps the laziness away. I'm not sure I've ever said a coffee a day keeps the laziness away. But I'm happy for you having this new job and hope you enjoy it. What's my opinion of Chicago? Schliebel, what are you talking about? When you lived in Milwaukee, your neighbors were shot. Oh, well, Nina found the show yesterday. Well, that's fun, Nina. And you are from Downers Grove, and I grew up in Downers Grove. I wonder where you live in Downers Grove. Can you tell me where you live in Downers Grove? Because I'll probably know it. John Roberts says, coffee makes me tired. You love it, though. John, I almost feel that way, too. Yeah, I almost feel that way, too. I can drink coffee at night and go to bed and sleep soundly. Might have to wake up to pee a couple times extra. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, Neanderthal, we are doing subs only. Should we switch back just for fun and see how it goes? John, I don't know that we're twins. You already have a twin who's 7 minutes older than you. It's your sister. You don't need another twin. If you had another twin, you'd be a triplet. You know that, John. And you're 2 years older than me, so that would be one heck of a labor for your mother. How much do I earn monthly? How much do I earn monthly? I don't even really know how much I make a month. Are you guys curious how much I make a month? Do you care about that? Do you care about how wealthy or not wealthy I am? Is it important to you? Do you judge people by their wealth? Neanderthal doesn't care how much I make. Kushbu does. Nina, you don't have to disclose your address. I mean, I guess I don't care a whole lot. Good morning, Josiah. How are you? All right. Well, most people could care less, so nobody cares how much I make. Well, good. I don't even know how much I make. I work hard, though. Yo, what up? Yeah. But anyway, I don't know what I have. Ken is a billionaire. I mean, I think if I was, my life wouldn't be a heck of a lot different. If I was a billionaire, I mean, I probably wouldn't have worked doing what I did last night. Probably. But what would I live? Where would I live? I mean, I probably wouldn't live in this one-bedroom apartment in Appleton, Wisconsin, but I don't know if any place would bring me more joy than living here. You know? I'd certainly have a scooter. I think I'd buy the scooter used if I was a billionaire. Maybe I wouldn't. But I think a lot of my joy, I mean, I love riding my scooter. I don't own one currently. I sold it in February to move up to Wisconsin because I had absolutely no money. And 9 months ago, I was living in my car. So anyway, I sold my scooter, but I think if I bought a new one, I'd feel like I might like it, but I might be sad that I overpaid, even if I had $1 billion. Because you can buy a really nice scooter used. When I say scooter, I'm talking like a big one. I had a Suzuki Bergman 400 and I sold it in February. It had like 26,000 miles. It had some scrapes. It was a 2008, but I sold it for $1,700. That guy's gonna get a ton of value out of that. I only paid $2,200 for it, so it's not like I lost a lot of money, and I put a ton of miles on it. But you can buy a pretty nice scooter for 2 or 3 grand used. And to buy a new one like that, it'd be 8 or 9. So I find actual joy in getting a good deal or getting great use out of a used scooter for 2 grand. If I thought I'd paid 10 for it, I don't know how that would affect my relationship with the scooter, but I'd feel, wow, this thing cost 10 grand, not 2 or 3 grand. So what my point is, if I was a billionaire, and I'm not, I still might buy a used scooter. Let's see, I should try Royal Enfield. Somebody has a $2,000 electric bike. We got a lot of electric bikes in here. You always see me sitting somewhere in my video. So you're curious about my life, how you spent my life. Well, you probably see me sitting mostly in this chair in my videos. Yeah. How have I spent my life? You'd have to go way back. You'd have to go 57 years back. I wasn't always sitting. Oh, somebody's talking about a very specific bike, the Royal Enfield Bullet 350 Classic. I've never heard of a Royal Enfield. That sounds like a British scooter. Is it British? I don't know that I would trust a British scooter. I'm curious though. How much do they cost? Do they sell them here in the States? I've never heard of a Royal Enfield. And I know a lot about scooters. I believe you said it was a 350. I'm leaning towards getting a bigger bike than that. I'm leaning towards getting maybe a 600 or a 650 scooter. It's an Indian company. The Royal Enfield is an Indian company? Huh. Hold on, I want to write that down. I'm going to get a pen and I'm going to write down the Royal. You said it's a 350. Again, I'm leaning towards a Suzuki Bergman 650 or a Honda Silverwing 600. But I'm going to write down a Royal Enfield. Do I trust an Indian company? I don't know. Do they make good scooters? You're telling me it's the greatest scooter in the world. Do I have a pen in here? Oh, I do. I do. Ah! Hold on. Getting something to write on. Might as well get some more coffee while I'm here. Oh, yeah. A Royal, I will Google it when we're off this. Enfield 350. How much can you buy one of those for? I wonder. John's getting hungry. John, have a wonderful day. 350cc is $3,500 and a 650 is $5,500. All right. Huh. Somebody asked, how is the market today? You mean the stock market? It's up again. I don't know. It's up a little. I'm not watching CNBC. But the market seems to go up every day. It's really amazing. We haven't had much of a pullback in the stock market since like 2020, I don't think. I mean, we've had some significant dips, but like 6 months ago, the market was pulling back because Trump was coming out with a bunch of tariff talk and the market sold off, but it only sold off about 10%. The market just continues to seem to go higher. Oh, show you my room. I don't really feel like it right now. I've given tours. There's plenty of videos where you can see my apartment. I just feel like hanging out, drinking some coffee right now. I'm not wearing my realtor hat. I was. If I was looking for something to say. Good morning, Cancelatu. How are you? Hello, Margath Peterson. Am I from UI? I'm not sure what that means. UK? No. If I was from Britain, I would not sound like I do. I would probably have a British accent. Oh, that's good. But anyway, it's Friday morning. You had a bad vertigo attack on your live stream at an Ottawa museum yesterday. No fun. I'm sorry about that. How much does my barber charge me? Have I thought about being a realtor in Wisconsin? I mean, no. Yeah, no, I don't want to be a realtor again. British people are buying Royal Enfield bikes now. They're obsessed with it. Oh, is it a motorcycle or is it a scooter? I don't want a motorcycle. I mean, the price seems right, but I don't want a 20 miles per liter. You're making me do math that I don't really know. If you're not telling me how much per gallon it is, I can't really follow it. It's a scooter. All right, well, I'll look it up. But again, I've never heard of it, so I don't know if we have them here in the States. But I appreciate the recommendation. Right now, I'm still leaning towards a Suzuki Bergman 650 or a Honda Silverwing. I don't have the money to do it. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody's saying real estate is quick money and rising market. That somebody doesn't know about the real estate business. Yeah, you don't get in real estate to make quick money. Not as a realtor. It takes a while to build your brand, build people you know, learn what you're doing, learn the market. What watch am I wearing today? I'm not wearing a watch today. Thank you, Canslaw. Somebody else is suggesting another scooter. You're suggesting scooters I've never heard of. Give you advice to earn money. My old scooter was nice makeup. So these people suggesting different scooters, I don't know if I trust them as much. Yeah, I don't trust them as much. You know, I probably trust a Vespa because that's a name I know. I certainly trust a Honda or a Suzuki, also names I know and know that they last forever. But yeah, I don't know that I feel comfortable straying too far from the brands that I know. Mm. Oh, it's nice. I don't know the Honda Integra. I don't know if we have the Integra here in the States. I don't think we do. If we did, I'd know it. But it's Friday morning. Well, now you're telling me Suzuki and Honda are the best. But earlier you were selling me to get a Royal Enfield. Why should I get a Royal Enfield if Suzuki and Honda are the best? We've had a lovely audience today. A lot of talk of scooters, and I appreciate that. Yeah, well, we weren't racing to say Honda and Suzuki, and I don't think you said it before I did. I've been doing some shopping for a while. What a nice audience we have. Hanging out at like 60 people, 7:45 a.m. on a Friday. Has been 5 minutes and no Bruce comments. Yeah, you're right about that. I appreciate that. Let's see. Well, anyway, we've talked for 62 minutes on a Friday, and I appreciate you guys so much for hopping on today and joining me for a little coffee. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope your Friday's starting off well. I hope you're excited about your weekend. You're feeling good. You're loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.